noise of that. The rain against the tent. Absolutely love it. It's a bit gusty as well, to be fair. But I'm out, I'm going to do a wee bit of cooking. I'm out at lockdown again. It's kind of nice and accessible from where I live, so that's why I'm here. Some people think I'm fucking mad as a brush for out in this weather, but if you know, you know. And people that come out in this weather know what I'm talking about. It's just magical, something just really satisfying about sitting in a tent, listening to the rain, the wind hit against it. Yeah, so I'm going to get the stove lit, fired up, and I'm going to start some cooking. So I brought with me the Wonderbag. I'm going to cook a wee chicken and rice dish. A spicy sriracha chicken and rice dish. I finish it off, start it on the stove, finish it off in the Wonderbag. Go for a wee wander for about an hour or so, well maybe, and come back and hopefully I'll have cooked the meal all the way through. Yes, not just for camping but also for in the house. For anyone that's concerned about energy use just now, obviously with the cost of it, the excess cost of it, then get yourself one of these. They're not the cheapest things in the world, I think they're about 40 or 50 pounds, but a lot cheaper than an air fryer, which requires power obviously. So initially you start to cook in a pot, transfer it in here and it will finish the cooking process. But I'll show you as I go along. So this is what I've got with us for cooking. So let me show you that. Oh. There we go. So we've got some onions, butter, there's garlic in there as well. We've got some chicken stock. This is the chicken stock here, just like a Knorr stock cube. That's the garnish for the end. Squeeze a lemon, coriander, spring onions, tomato, and finish off with some butter. We've got some basmati rice, and I've pre-soaked the basmati rice. There's the sriracha chicken in a marinade, my secret marinade that I did at home. So there's garlic, ginger, chilies, and the rest is a secret. So as I say, with the rice, pre-soak it in cold water for about 30 minutes. The rice grains will expand, it will release starch from the rice grains back into the water. That's why the water gets all cloudy. Drain that, rinse it off, and it will speed the cooking process up by about 5 minutes less cooking time if you do that with your rice, and it's just a much better end product. It's not as starchy, it's nice and fluffy. So yeah, that's the reason why we soak it. Okay, so let's just start the cooking process. In with the bits of grass, butter and onions in. A lovely sizzle to start with. This is nice. We're just going to let them cook down. Now I'm going to add the rice. Just going to stick the lid on for a wee minute. Just hear that sizzle. Now I'm going to add the stock cube, just crumble it in. And normally with a stock cube you would rehydrate that with water. And I know a lot of people tend to cook rice with water. I never cook rice with water, it's always veg stock or chicken stock. Just purely because water doesn't have any flavour and it dilutes. So you think about cooking, you want it to be tasty, so you add flavour. So stock has got flavour, water doesn't have flavour. Pop the lid back on for a bit. Now I'm going to add the chicken. Just tip all that in there. Just put all that in there. Give that a good mix round. The smell coming from that pot right now is absolutely incredible. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add water. Now I know I said adding water dilutes flavour, but I've already added the stock cube in here. So rather than, because I've not got a lot of room on the stove, rather than making the stock and then adding it, I'm going to kind of add the stock cube in and then add the water. We want to just cover the rice and no more. You want it to be nice and fluffy and absorb all that stock that's in there. Now I hope this turns out, because I've never done this dish before. I've never cooked rice in a Wonderbag before. I've cooked a stew and they came out absolutely perfect, absolutely banging. So I'm just hoping I get the same result with this dish. So what I'm going to do now is pop the lid back on. Yes, we'll let that come to the boil. Once it comes to the boil, we'll put the pot into the Wonderbag, and it's quite close to the stove and it's getting quite hot. Yeah, so let the water come to the boil, or the stock come to the boil. Put the pot into the Wonderbag, leave it for about 45 minutes I would say, and then hopefully the rice will absorb all the stock, the chicken will be beautifully cooked, and then we'll finish it with a garnish and we'll have an amazing lunch. So 2-3 minutes, bring it to the boil and then into the Wonderbag. Just quickly show you how I've secured the stovepipe. I've used a little carabiner there with just some paracord all the way down and onto a peg, and I've tied a knot so that I can tighten that guy. What an absolutely stunning part of the world we live in. Okay, there we go, that's what we're looking for, that nice wee bubble. So I'm going to pop this into the Wonderbag now. Okay, so that's the dish and the rice in the Wonderbag, and I say I'll time it. So that's 20 to 2 at the minute. So we say 20 past 2, we should have a nice lunch ready. Doesn't matter where you go. Doesn't seem to matter. No matter where you go, there seems to be rubbish strewn everywhere nowadays. I'll pick that up and take it away with us. I've seen some more just scattered about. Just absolutely ruins such a beautiful landscape, such a beautiful place. You know, there's absolutely no need for it. Just take it away with you. Literally the road, so they must have parked about maybe 200 yards or so just up on the road up there, and they've just left it lying. It's disgraceful. I know going about it all the time, but it just pisses me off. I don't think people realise how much damage that can do to wildlife. Get it trapped around their wings, birds get trapped around their wings, otters around their necks, all this kind of stuff. It's mindless, it's just stupidity, lack of respect, lack of knowledge, lack of care, lack of human decency. Best thing to do with that, if you've got a ball of it or whatever happens, is get a lighter, carry a light with you and just set fire to it, burn it. It won't do any harm. More importantly, just bloody take it away with you. It's ridiculous. It's 1/4 past. 2. So yeah, 5 minutes, hopefully lunch will be ready. Yeah, so 5 minutes, lunch should be ready. Fingers crossed. So I'm going to head back. I picked up a good bit of litter, took it to the car, put it in the bag, and I'll bin that. There's bins on the way out, so this is even another reason why there's bins on the way out. It's a cafe at the end of the road. I don't know, is it half a mile or something down the road? Why can't they just, for all the time it takes, really? Anyway, let's get back and get something nice in our tummy. We're back in the tent just in time. That's the rain came on heavily. Let's have a wee look in here. Oh, it's nice and toasty hot. So you can see there all the stock has been absorbed by the rice. Oh yeah. So what I'm going to do now is just add in a squeeze of lemon and the butter, the tomato, coriander and the spring onions. Okay, that's been a minute or two it's been in. Let's open her up. Lovely jubbly. And the great thing is, once you've had taken your portion out, you can then put it back in the bag, put it to one side, and it'll stay nice and warm. Yeah, so cheers everyone. Good, the chicken's nicely cooked as well. A wee bit of lemon at the end just really freshens it up. Oh, it's coming down now. Still got the stove on. The kettle's just about ready for a wee brew as well. What else could you ask for? Rain against the tarp, bit of wind, nice and dry and cosy and warm in here. Good bit of grub. And a couple of minutes of a nice brew as well. And I'm portioning it up today, look at this. Lemon and ginger. Doing me nicely. As I say, the good thing about the bag is, especially if you're out in a camp cook or a camp, get together with a few people, you know, back in there, keeps it nice and hot for seconds, which I'm definitely going to have. And I seem to have lost the spoon that I carved. I couldn't find it before it came out, so it's a crappy metal one now. I know some people think it must be off my head from out in the wind and the rain, but in this country, if you only had come out when the weather was good, you'd probably get out about twice a year. I much prefer camping in this weather anyway. Something just nice and cosy about it. Something really satisfying. I'm going back in for seconds. Going for a nice bit of chilli there. So unfortunately I've been losing subscribers. I've heard a lot of people saying that YouTube are unsubscribing people from their channels and stuff. I don't know if it's maybe just because I've not been putting out a great deal of content, and that could be what it is. But you know, if you are watching this video and you haven't subscribed, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I really want to grow it. And I do promise this time I will commit to videos and get out there. Yeah, it's a real passion of mine. I just really love it. I love it this time of year, especially in autumn. Good foraging. The weather changes, it gets colder, so hot tents, an absolute joy. I just much prefer kind of autumn, winter, springtime camping. I'm just not overly keen on summer camping. That's not to say I won't do it, but I would much prefer doing it in this type of weather, which I know sounds a bit crazy, but it's what I enjoy. It's what I enjoy. I'll tell you what I do enjoy. I enjoy this. Might not look amazing, but I'll tell you what, bloody tastes amazing. So the Wonderbag, I really am impressed with it, and I will use it a lot more, especially if I've got a big bell tent which I intend to take out. I was up in Cairngorms last year, in January there, when I used the bag first. But one of the most impressive things is it makes an amazing pillow. You know, yeah, at night, a wee nice cosy warm pillow. It's not something you would, if you're going hiking, you wouldn't take it with you. But if you're taking your car and you're not too far and you're taking a good bit of kit, then you know it's a perfect bit of kit to have. But as I say, if you're looking to cut down on the use of energy at home, then it's a good option. It definitely works. Is it, again, I'll say it, is it as good as just cooking on the stove and pot? No, it's not. Or in the oven? No, it's not. But it's saved me money. I've started the meal, put it in the Wonderbag, went out for a wander for an hour or so, an hour or whatever it was. Came back in and I've got a meal ready for me, rather than having to stand and watch it on the stove. So for me it's a win-win. It's something I'll continue to do. Yeah, happy days people, happy days. Also it's nice to see other guys' channels doing well. I think is it Willie Outdoors. His channel seems to be flying just now. English Woodsman. His channel's really taken off for him. But I suppose these guys are putting the hours in, they're producing the videos, whereas I can't really complain because I'm not putting out a great deal of content. But I will though, absolutely will. I just really enjoy it. I just need to address a few things first to free up more time to allow me to come out and do it. Yeah, because I've got a really supportive partner. She actually encouraged me to get out and do these kind of things, and she never ever moans at me, which is nice. But yeah, more content, more videos. I've got one thing that I want to do. I'm not going to see what it is just now, but that will be happening quite soon. I just need the weather to calm down a little bit first. Maybe not so much rain because it involves working in a river. But I'll tell you more about that nearer the time. Yeah, just if you are still watching this video, I really appreciate it. And yeah, tell your friends, subscribe, leave a wee comment. You know, the other thing about this meal is very cheap. I used 3 or 4 chicken thighs, which I much prefer chicken thigh anyway to breast. I'm not a huge fan of chicken breast. I just feel it dries out too quickly. It doesn't have enough flavour. And if anyone wants a recipe, I'm happy to share it. And why wouldn't you want the recipe? Because it's freaking awesome. Happy Sundays everyone. Stove's kicking out some heat, it's really nice. I really want to take a jacket off actually. Oh, it's toasty. Really nice though. It's zingy and it's warming. Not that cold. But well folks, I think that just about wraps it up for this video. I'm going to finish this tea. Another wee cup, a second cup. Too nice not to. So please, if you've liked the video and you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe, share the video, leave a wee comment, hit the like button, do all that stuff. And yeah, look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Take care guys, take care, look after each other, and just don't leave litter out in the countryside or I'll come and get you. Okay? Take care everyone, see you in the next one, bye now.